Detergent pods have been in the news lately, most notably for teens who are biting into Tide pods for attention on social media.
The laundry cleaner packets can also be lethal for people who accidentally ingest them, specifically children and seniors with dementia. So Emily Kinzer is here. You talked to doctors about this specifically. What happens when kids eat it and when somebody maybe with dementia eats it?
And it can be super dangerous if it gets in the hands of someone who doesn't know what to do with them. The detergent pods have been criticized for the dessert and candy-like appearance. Consumer Reports says there's been about 10 deaths in the last few years relating to detergent pod ingestion, and most of those actually coming from seniors with dementia. The pods are filled with a long list of toxic chemicals that are great at cleaning dirt and grime. They dissolve very easily in water, but can also be activated with just saliva or wet hands. So that's what makes them so dangerous, is the way they're more concentrated than your standard detergent. The chemicals inside can be strong enough to literally eat away at the tissues inside your body and cause your lungs to fill with fluid.
The biggest problem we see are people who can't really control swallowing very well. So the very young and the very old would run the risk that the detergents would get into their lungs, and that's really where they would cause the biggest problems.
Okay, so take a look at this. You can see here the detergent pods mixed with candy. To the healthy person with full cognitive abilities, you can easily pick out what's edible and what's not, but to a child or someone with dementia, could be easily mistaken for something else. So the advice that was given to me is if you're a caregiver to someone with dementia and they're known to put inedible things in their mouth, well, it's a good idea to not have them at all. Now, you'd be better off going back to the plain old detergent because it'd be harder to ingest enough of that for it to be the same effect as those Tide pods.
So let's take it a step further. What if it is ingested? What do you do?
Well, the advice that was also given to me was call the Poison Control Center. If it's not life-threatening, and you could tell pretty quickly if someone's not breathing, obviously call 911. Otherwise, you can call the Poison Control Center. They have a huge database of basically everything, and they say have the Tide pods or the detergent pods on hand, so you can talk about what's in them, and they can tell you, is it toxic, is it life-threatening, that sort of thing. And oftentimes they can keep you at home if it's of course not life-threatening.
Wow.
Which was surprising to me too.
Yeah.
They can kind of coach you through the process.
Right, exactly. Coach you through, keep you home, get you better.
Emily, thank you.
Yep.
It is